turn this into something positive and maybe it'll spread.
He's the most positive person on his job.
Now you're cured.
I feel good.
Good morning and welcome to Positively Milwaukee. We decided to take our show outside to show the beauty of Milwaukee. We are downtown at Lakeshore State Park near Summerfest grounds, and I talked to historian and award-winning author John Gerda about what makes Milwaukee great. And one of the gems he believes in, Lake Michigan.
You know, we are a harbor town, and that goes way back to the 1830s when everyone traveled by water. Milwaukee had and still has the best natural harbor on the western shore of the lake.
You're going to hear more amazing tidbits about our city from John Gerda throughout our show. But first, Ricky Byington is from Brookfield, and he met a woman that would forever change his life. He has cystic fibrosis, and he thought he would never live to be an adult. But thanks to two incredible gifts, he is here with us now.
Can I get a high five?
Ricky Byington's life script is one of survival, setbacks, hope, and love. Brenda Byington first met Ricky when she was his nurse, treating him for cystic fibrosis.
I first started taking care of him probably about 16 years ago.
But Brenda admits she always had a crush on Ricky, but dating a patient was not an option. But when Ricky underwent a double lung transplant, he was no longer her patient. Their relationship blossomed into marriage. Brenda, when you first met Ricky, can you tell me, what did you find special about him?
I first met him when I was a brand new nurse, and he was a CF patient, and he was so sick. But no matter how sick he was, he could always just smile and laugh, and he just had this like positive energy about him that he was just such a happy person.
That double lung transplant gave Ricky the chance to breathe easier and get the most out of life.
As soon as I got my transplant, I think one of the first things I did was jump out of a plane. I think I've jumped out about 5 times now. I made Brenda jump out of a plane before I proposed.
Quite a feat for a man who always thought he would die young.
From the beginning, you know, when he was a baby, he was told he wasn't going to live past 18. So he grew up believing, you know, I'm going to be dead before I'm an adult.
The Byingtons were told they probably could not have children. But today, they have what they call 3 miracles: identical twin daughters and a young son.
They're very special. They're very special. And we went through IVF to get them.
We're blessed. We're so blessed.
The couple decided early on their firstborn would be named Story.
With our first baby, he had me sign a Post-it note that no matter if our baby was a boy or a girl, its name was going to be Story. Because, you know, me being his nurse and his double lung transplant, we had such a wonderful story.
It's a story Ricky is reminded of daily. He almost always wears this bracelet in honor of the man whose lungs are in his chest.
My lung donor, Angel Bob, you know, he's in heaven. He's always watching us.
But about 1.5 years ago, a major setback. Heavy medications took their toll. Ricky's kidneys failed. He went on dialysis. Through it all, he says his wife was an angel.
Last year, I couldn't walk. I couldn't lift our daughter, who has cerebral palsy. And she had to take on the role of everybody in this house. And it's amazing how she does it with a smile. She never complains.
I complain a little bit.
Not to me. She's truly an amazing person.
The couple prayed for a donor kidney, even took to social media.
We were scared, you know, we weren't expecting that.
All along, though, Brenda had a feeling her kidneys would match Ricky's.
I was a compatible blood type, and in my mind it was just like, well, if nobody else can do it, I'll just do it. No problem. So it was pretty incredible when they told us that I was his match.
She told me on my birthday.
I talked to Amy today. July 7th.
We've been told it's actually fairly rare for spouses to match each other.
But incredibly, Brenda discovered her kidney would work.
I still was shocked and just so excited about it. We've been doing dialysis at home for the last almost year and a half. It'll be such a good step for us to be able to not take that time every day, more time that we can spend with our children and more time just playing and being together. That's just what we want for our family. We just want to be together. So this will be very exciting for us.
Ricky, can you describe to me what makes you love Brenda?
My blood type. I'm just kidding.
She always came in with a smile. I knew she was busy. She took the time out to just, sit, make me feel comfortable for a second, her eyes, her heart, everything about her.
The couple has a special appreciation for life.
Ricky is very real through everything. He looks at things very realistically, but we always plan for the future.
One day at a time. It's the only way to live.
Both understand their life purpose.
To inspire, to tell people my story.
I take care of people. I'm a caregiver through and through. I like to take care of my family, and then my break is to go to work and take care of other people, take care of big people.
For others facing serious health challenges,
and talk about it. Don't be afraid, to tell people how you're feeling, because support is what everybody needs right now.
You just keep on fighting.
There's no stopping you. Mm-hmm. You can be good. You can be strong. It's amazing what you can do when you put your mind to it, I guess.
So now the love of Ricky's life is more than a wife. She's his savior.
She's a true angel.
And the kidney transplant surgery's a success. Brenda's kidney started to work in Ricky's body right away. So the love story that began with a very sick young man and a dedicated nurse is the perfect prescription for healing.
We know this won't be our last challenge. We know there'll be more things ahead. But like she just said, we're going to take this one day at a time, one diagnosis at a time. But we'll do whatever it takes to keep on going and to keep our family strong.
What a great family. Now, the Byingtons have been married 10 years, and we're hoping they have many more years together. So what's your favorite thing to do in Milwaukee? We posed that question after the break. Plus a lesson of love. A family gives back despite serious health challenges. Welcome back to Positively Milwaukee. Award-winning author and historian John Gerda reminds us that a city is nothing without its people, and people are what make Milwaukee great.
There's kind of an appealing Midwestern authenticity, genuineness, no putting on airs. There's not a lot of puffery about Milwaukee, and I think that's one of the old slogans was genuine American, and I think that's pretty accurate.
Spreading love in the face of serious challenges, that's what the Corona Hernandez family is all about. And Adriana Mendez talked to the family about their drive of generosity.
21, 22.
Joseph Corona Hernandez is getting pretty good at counting.
So that's 10.
Because he does this a lot. This is all of his pocket money from doing chores, and he's donating it.
Just in case if they need it. Because if it's in a bad weather, then they can use it to cover themselves. Or if it's raining or something.
He, his parents, and siblings donate and volunteer a lot of their time to Meals on Wheels.
I have to say, these are our youngest donors.
Kelly Anderson is the CEO for Meals on Wheels Sheboygan County. She says these tiny givers are constantly making her staff smile.
If you know their mom, you know why. I mean, their parents are great. They've just raised wonderful, beautiful children.
Apolinar Corona and Celine Hernandez say they know what it's like to need a little extra help.
That's why I like to help people, to provide something. I'm not a rich, but the little that I have, I give you to the people.
Together, the family bought Christmas gifts for Meals on Wheels recipients. Joseph also bought these flowers for clients and staff. But Celine says she never forced her kids into this.
They told me, Mom, I see that you help people, so can I do the same to you? And I said, sure. So all the time they told me, Mom, I have money, can I donate it to Meals on Wheels? And I said, sure.
But the Corona Hernandez family has certainly had reason to quit this generous pastime. Their daughter, Annabella, here had bone cancer and was only recently declared free of the disease. Her twin sister, Isabella, had a stroke in February that she's still recovering from. But Annabella says helping others is worth it for one reason.
Seeing them happy.
I'm a product in there, and that's because they're learning.
But Kelly Anderson says we all have just as much to learn from these kids.
They are just helpers. They're little angels on earth, honestly.
Apollinar now has his own construction business. The Corona Hernandez family now says they feel safe and secure. How wonderful it is to see people use their success to lift others. Now, we all know that Milwaukee has so many things to do. It's a great place to just get out and have fun. So we decided to ask people, what is their favorite thing to do in Milwaukee?
Go for walks along the lakefront. I would say that's it, yeah.
Here, you can walk along many miles and just have a different view. You know, the hard part is getting back to your starting point.
Birding, go birding down here. Certain times of the year, there's not much down here today, but mainly in the winter I come down here for the good birds that come down from the Arctic.
An area at 68th and Beecher, it has become almost like this mini foodie area where somebody's developed all these properties into meat market, cheese market, bakery, pub. That you can go there and you can get a lot of tastes from a lot of different places.
These days, maybe Fiserv Forum after the Bucks had their big win. That area is pretty cool.
Great restaurants and great breweries all around the city. Bucks and Six, that was really exciting. And we're renting a pontoon boat right now to celebrate my father-in-law's 60th birthday, so that's really exciting. But yeah, Milwaukee's a great city. It's where I live.
It's so true. Milwaukee really does have something for everyone. If you would like to share your favorite thing, just go to our Positively Milwaukee Facebook page and give us a suggestion. We'd love to hear from you. We have so many great stories just ahead for you, including one about a kitty cat helping a lot of other animals around Wisconsin. But before we meet that furry friend, let's check in with our Positively Milwaukee friends at the Humane Animal Welfare Society.
Hi, I'm Maggie Tate-Techman, the Director of Organizational Development at the Humane Animal Welfare Society. We're here at our brand new Haas Shalek Center for Animals located in Delafield, Wisconsin, and so excited to share it with you and show you around. The Haas Shalek Center for Animals allows us to do so much for pets and people in our community. The center is a 77-acre farm with an indoor arena, dog play pasture, a swimming hole, and lots of trails. All this space means we get to host even bigger kids camps, offer educational opportunities, and grow our dog training program, including agility. All this space means we can help even more pets you might not have considered before. We're not just about dogs and cats. Have you ever thought about adopting a guinea pig or a rabbit? Like Lily, who is a 3.5-year-old guinea pig who loves to munch on hay and spend time with people. They make excellent companions. Whatever you're into, we have lots of animals that are in need of forever loving homes, like one of our dogs this summer, Rico. Rico is just under 2. He is one of our dogs this summer, so he gets to spend lots of time with all of our kids at camp. He is going to be available for adoption at the end of August. He loves to run in our 5-acre dog park here at the Shalek Center, which his new adoptive family can rent and bring him back and let him run free and have tons of fun. If you're interested in adopting, give us a call or visit at hawspets.org. Come meet a future family member who is Positively Milwaukee.
One thing that I think really sets Milwaukee apart is the quality of life, and a lot of that's based in nature. We have 15,000 acres of public green space, which is 5 times per capita more than Chicago has.
If you love Milwaukee's great outdoors, you probably see countless animal lovers with their pets. Well, one Milwaukee family knows all about the special bond between humans and animals, and they have captured it in a beautiful picture book. Lance Allen explains how that family is helping feral cats.
Around 10 years ago, this little feral cat appeared in Terry and Jeffrey Gingold's neighborhood. Feral cats spend all of their time outdoors.
Thinking, why am I eating this?
She was spayed and vaccinated through the Wisconsin Humane Society's Trap, Neuter, Return program, and the Gingolds have been taking care of her ever since.
And so we feed her on the porch, and she comes, and she's actually 10 years that she's been with us has become very friendly with us.
They call her Mama Kitty because her kitten named Fluffy lived with her in the neighborhood for years.
One winter, we had noticed that Fluffy hadn't been coming to eat.
After a couple days, a neighbor told Terry he'd heard something on a garage roof nearby.
And so the neighbors kind of got together, and it was Fluffy, stuck in this cupola, meowing.
This little structure on top of the roof is a cupola. Neighbors threw cans of cat food on the roof, hoping to coax Fluffy out of hiding.
Eventually, Fluffy did come down. We're not exactly sure how he got down, but he did.
For years, Terry, a retired public school teacher, had wanted to write a children's story about Fluffy's rescue.
I really wanted them to understand the cooperation and friendship and just the whole love of family part of the story.
So Terry found a watercolorist and started replacing her neighbors with animals like possums and raccoons.
We don't tell the neighbors who is who.
The best part of the story, the royalties all go back to the Wisconsin Humane Society and the Trap, Neuter, Release program that brought Mama Kitty to the Gingolds.
Terry and her husband's generosity has absolutely floored us. I mean, to donate 100% of the proceeds is almost unheard of, and we are so grateful to them.
Angela Speed with the Wisconsin Humane Society says the organization relies on donations and volunteerism to survive. Terry and Jeffrey say they're more than happy to help.
I hope that people are reading it and getting a little bit excited and informed about what the Wisconsin Humane Society does.
Such a great idea. Now, the Humane Society will not get the royalty checks until next year, so they won't know exactly how much they get until later. But they say every cent counts. Now, if you'd like to learn more about the Trap, Neuter, Release program, we have more information on our Positively Milwaukee Facebook page. And we have some great news about another author that we introduced you to about a year ago. Nia Aboate wrote a book about being a black triathlete. She wanted to inspire her niece, and she couldn't find a book, so she wrote one herself. It's called I Am a Triathlete. And guess what? She won 4 awards, and I got to talk to her recently about why she's so excited about what has happened this past year. Well, thank you so much for joining us this morning, Nia. You are such an inspiration to so many people. My first question, why did you decide to write a children's book?
I started writing the story and it just felt right and came to life. It just felt like this was something that the world needed to see.
We know that there's a big problem with obesity and nutrition in this country, particularly among African Americans. So that's something that we have to continue to raise awareness, and you're doing your part.
I think it's important that we see more people, diverse people at the starting line of races, particularly triathlons or swim events. I mean, there are so many firsts that African Americans still have not achieved.
It's really amazing, and your response has been great. Talk about the response you've gotten, Nia.
We started with a crowdfunder through Kickstarter. And so that's when first on your show we were right in the midst of our Kickstarter. And it was really exciting. Within the first 24 hours, we had made our goal. We actually raised in the crowdfunder over $16,000. for the book. It's won a couple of awards now. We're now up to the 4th award. The 4th one was the Creative Child Award. And that one was really impressive because they take parents who then kind of vote, parents and educators who look at your book and then award it. Mind you, I'm a self-published author, so I don't have these huge publishing companies behind me. I don't have a PR machine, you know? So it's been gratifying to know that people are embracing my content and that it's being recognized for encouraging people.
Well, continue good luck, Nia, and really,
Thank you.
Most importantly, stay healthy and,
Yes.
keep letting everybody know that we all can do it.
We can, Carole.
Nia also won an award for Best Children's Encouragement Book and Best Book related to exercise, fitness, and sports, and for Best Picture Book and authors celebrating diverse backgrounds. So she is well on her way. I'll be back with my quote of the week.
In the last probably 10 years or so, we are in the largest single concentrated building boom in Milwaukee's history. And that includes the 1800s, when people were just the triple-digit increases every decade or so. So just the scale of development downtown especially has really been very, very impressive.
There's no denying that Milwaukee has blossomed over the past few years, and John Gerder's quotes on growth are a perfect segue into my quote of the week. It's never too late to be what you might have been. That line comes from 19th century writer Mary Ann Evans, who wrote under a male pen name just to be published. Her story and Milwaukee's are a great reminder that it's never too late for growth, improvement, and achieving your dreams. I hope you remember that this week. And as always, stay positively Milwaukee.